Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Jai Shri Ram. Welcome to our next episode in our complete reading of Srimad Valmiki Ramayana. In the previous episode, we saw how SriRamachandra, Lakshmana and Sitama, all three of them come to the southern banks of Ganga river and how they have entered the Vatsadesa, how Sumantra kept on crying from the other bank, how Sri Ramachandra tried to persuade Lakshmana to go back once again to Ayodhya, but Lakshmana simply refused to do so. Now Sri Ramachandra, Sitama and Lakshmana, all three of them are walking towards the Ganga Yamuna Sangama, and from there they are going to the ashrama of Bharaddwaja rishi. So as they were moving on, they were looking at wonderful trees. At one point of time, Sri Ramachandra sees a huge smoke coming out from a place. Sri Ramachandra quickly realizes that that's the Yajna Dhuma or Yaga Dhuma, and he says, "Oh Lakshmana, look at this near Prayaga. We are seeing this huge Homa Dhuma going up. This essentially means that Bharadwaja Muni is somewhere here. So let's go and meet Bharadwaja Muni." So they have already reached the Sangamasthana. So Sri Ramachandra reaffirms that we are at the Sangamasthana. Sri Ramachandra is saying here, "Oh Lakshmana, listen, two rivers and water is flowing into water. So we are hearing water hitting water. That sort of a sound is what we are hearing here. Hence we are at the Sangama, and look at the sticks that are over here. Look at the various cudgels that are over here. This essentially means that Bharadwaja Rishi Ashrama is close by." So they quickly walk from the Sangama and they move to Bharadwaja Ashrama. The moment Sri Ramachandra entered there, the birds and the animals over there, they were a little taken aback looking at a person carrying weapons and entering the ashrama. But Sri Ramachandra quickly walks and goes near Bharadwaja Rishi, but he maintains his distance from Bharadwaja Rishi because he does not want to disturb him. Mahatma Bharadwaja Rishi, he is seen here with his entire disciples. They are all there, and Bharadwaja Rishi is surrounded by all these disciples. So Sri Ramachandra looks at him from a distance and he prostrates and he does a namaskara there, and then he introduces himself saying, "O Mahatma, O Bharadwaja Rishi, I am the son of Dasharatha Maharaja. My name is Sri Rama. She is my wife Sita, and here is my brother Lakshmana. Please take our pranams." He also says, "Because of my father's orders, I am here. Lakshmana, out of his love for me, he has come with me. Sitama, she is constantly following me. She is a pativrata. She is a person who is following her husband. Hence, O Maharshi, based on my father's orders, I am supposed to live here, eat the kandamulas, and I have to follow the dharmic way of life. So please let me know where I can stay." Immediately Bharadwaja also quickly comes and he brings out a cow. He brings the water that can be drunk, arghya, and he gave it to Sri Ramachandra, and he says, "Stay here," and he gives him different types of food that was made from things that are available in the forest. Bharadwaja Muni now starts speaking to Sri Ramachandra and he says, "Chirasya khalu kakusta pasyami tvamihagatam srutam tava maya chedam vivasanam akaranam." "Oh Sri Ramachandra, I have been waiting for you to come over here for a long time. I have also heard that your father has sent you to the woods without any reason, and you can stay here because the Ganga Yamuna Sangama place which is here, it is not really inhabited by a lot of people. Hence, if you want to stay, please stay here." Then Sri Ramachandra says, "Bhagavan nita asannaha paurujanapadho janaha sudarsamiham prekshya manyeham इममाश्रयम् आगमिष्यति वैदेही मां चापि प्रेक्षको जनः अनेन कारणेनाहम् इह वासं न रोचये." I don't want to stay here because this is quite close to place where people stay, and they might just come here to have a glimpse of me and Sita. The people from Ayodhya might come here, and that would be a huge cause of disturbance for you. Hence, O Bharadwaja Maharshi, please don't take it otherwise, but I really can't stay here and disturb you. O Maharshi, please suggest a place where we can stay happily and where people can't come so quickly." Bharadwaja Mahamuni listens to this and he's so happy, and he says, "Dashakrosha itastata girir yatra nivasyasi maharshi sevitah punyaha sarvatah sukhadarsinah golangulanucharito वानरर्जनिषेवितः चित्रकूट इति ख्यातो गन्धमादनसन्निभः. Saying from here, if you go for 10 kroshas, in Hindi it's called as kos. If you go for 10 kroshas, there is a mountain called Gandhamadana Parvata. I mean, it's not exactly Gandhamadana Parvata, but this mountain is equivalent to Gandhamadana Parvata, and it's called as Chitrakuta. So don't confuse this with Gandhamadana. It's Chitrakuta. It's equivalent to Gandhamadana Parvata, and lot of rishis also stay there. Here there are wonderful creatures also which are living there, like you have monkeys, you have vanaras, you have bears. Hence you can stay there, and there are also a lot of rishis, so they can give you good guidance also. And as long as a person is seeing Chitrakuta, bad thoughts will not come to him. Hence you can go and stay there. On this Chitrakuta, thousands of rishis have done a lot of tapasya for many years. Hence you can go there and stay there. That's a tapo bhumi, and you can go and stay there, or if you want, you can stay here also and stay in my ashrama and finish your vanavasa. SriRamachandra decides to go to Chitrakuta. Bharaddwaja rishi gives him all sorts of food items so that they can stay in the Bharaddwaja ashrama happily for some time. Then SriRamachandra, again, he stays there for that night. The next morning, SriRamachandra goes and he says, Ratram tu tasyam vishtayam Bharadwajo bravidam madhumula phalopetam Chitrakutam vrajetiha. So, O Rishi, we have stayed for this night here. Please give us your order so that we can go to Chitrakuta, is what SriRamachandra says. And then Bharadwaja also gives him his assent, go to Chitrakuta. Then SriRamachandra slowly moves from Bharadwaja's place. They go to Chitrakuta, and how would they go to Chitrakuta? What would they do there? All that we'll be seeing in our next episode. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. ओम सर्वं सुखी सासिंहराज स्वामी चरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु. स्वस्ति. जय श्री राम.